Hey, what's up guys? We just finished round 5 of the RU Spring Seasonal Tournament on Pokemon Showdown. We just completed round 4 last week against Mr. Fee, and now I got matched up against Jeran, or Jeran, I don't really know how to pronounce his name. But in any case, he was a pretty good Pokemon battler. I will show you guys how I did. It went to 3 games, I'll let you guys know that. I'm going to put it on normal instead of slow, so it kind of goes faster because of the 3 games. So I did bring my best team first, and I guess this is his best team, who knows. But this is game 1, and I will play it for you guys, switch sides for you as well. He leads Emboar, and I lead my Gallade, bulk up Gallade, and I switch out because I just didn't want to take Flare Blitz right off the bat, and he just protects turn 1, so I didn't really know what to think about this Emboar yet. So I'm definitely staying in and clicking Will-O-Wisp because there's no way he's staying in on Acrobatics. So I do get the Will-O-Wisp off, which is really nice. Blastoise, not too big of a deal. Switch out into my Rotom because I can take any one hit from this thing as he Toxics me, so good play on his part. Now I think I'm just pretty much in here to just, I think the Roselia is coming in, so I trick him, I think. Yeah, so I predict the Roselia to come in here, I trick him, get rid of that Eviolite, which could be a pretty big problem, honestly. So it's really nice giving that thing a Choice Scarf and makes it totally useless pretty much. So I'm Volt Switching on out of there. Bring my Steelix in here because I thought he was going to Sludge Bomb, but he just goes for the spikes, which is cool too. Now I can get my Stealth Rock up on the Mega Evolution. So got my Mega-Steelix out here and I get my rocks up. So pretty cool for us. Now I'm definitely switching out on the chance of a Scald. He could go for Rapid Spin if he wants. I can get my rocks up later. As he just goes and spins them away, he is taking some burn damage, which is nice. And now I know he cannot break my Substitute, so I go right for the Substitute. He does go straight into his Spiritomb, and these things have Infiltrator, that's why he did it. He can Will-O-Wisp me through it. I thought he was gonna. I guess he thought I was gonna switch out, but I bulked up because I can just bulk up a little bit, and he still has to. He can't break my Substitute, and he's giving me Justified boosts, which is really nice. Also, I have leftovers, so I'm definitely just gonna stay in here. I get a crit on the knockoff. Kind of unfortunate for him, but in any case, he can still burn me with the Will-O-Wisp. So it's not too big of a deal for him. Now I can just click knockoff again and knock him out. As he sucker punches me, it does give me one more Justified boost, and this Gallade is down to pretty much a couple more turns, but I am sitting pretty with this Substitute up, and I still have leftovers, so I can go through one more. I did know he had Protect. I still went for the Drain Punch anyway, not the bulk up, just because if he wanted to double or something like that into his Roselia. I'm just gonna keep clicking Drain Punch. I know I can like pretty much stall this thing out. So I click Drain Punch on the Roselia again. Even with burned, I'm doing a pretty nice chunk of damage because of the attack boost. So this Gallade is staying alive. His Sludge Bomb is obviously not going to break my Substitute. I am a Spit F variant. I'm doing a pretty nice amount of damage to him as well. So this Roselia is pretty much just doing its job, just trying to break my Substitute, and it does on the second one, and I can just finish this thing off with another Drain Punch. So Gallade putting in some work, dropping down 2 of his Pokemon, and pretty much putting a lot of pressure on him. So I know he's going to bring out the Fletch Ender, so I'm thinking, alright, I'll keep this thing for some sack fodder. Go out into my Blastoise because I know I can take at least 1 Acrobatics, and as you can see, I take it pretty well. And I'm definitely going to stay in here and just go for the Rapid Spin. I thought he was going to switch out, so that's cool if he just wants to set up a Sword Stance. If he would have crit, this would have been a huge problem, but he does not, which is very nice, and now I'm able to finish him off with a Scald. So his Fletch Ender goes down, pretty cool for us. Now I think he goes out into his, Emboar, and I know these things get Wild Charge, so I went right out into my Gallade, just sacking it off, just seeing what he wants to do. But he goes straight for the Superpower, which is cool too. It drops the stats, and I didn't need Gallade at all. So bring out my Meloetta, and now I can just fire off a Psychic, and he's just going to go down. I think at this point, yeah, he just forfeits. So that's game 1, guys. I played very, very well. Almost a 6-0, I 5-0'd him. But he is a very good Pokemon player, as you will see in the next battles. We'll go to game 2. Here's game 2. I brought a different team. This is the team. It's a pretty decent team, honestly. I think my other team's a little bit better. This team's a little bit more frail. The only bulk I have really is the Blastoise, Amoonguss, and Druddigon. Houndoom is obviously not bulky at all. Metacham goes down relatively easily, and my Scarf Rotom goes down pretty easily. As you guys can see, early in this game, I get absolutely bodied, and I just get outplayed like crazy. So, but in the end, you guys will see me almost pull this game back, which is insane to even think about. I'll actually turn this game on fast. This one had a lot of turns, so I lead my Dredagon, switch out because it's a Diancie into my Amoonguss on the Stealth Rock. I think I just go for the Sludge Bomb here. No, I double out into my Medicham, predicting the Venusaur wanted to come out. I go straight for the Zen Headbutt on the Blastoise. Still not going to do that much, and at this point I was just going to kill it with High Jump Kick, but I totally forgot these things get Protect, or they usually run Protect, and my Medicham takes a nice chunk of damage there, so that's pretty bad. I went for the Zen Headbutt in case he wanted to double out into his Venusaur, but he just finishes me off with a Scald, so that's pretty unfortunate. I lost my Medicham very early. At that point I knew this is probably not going to be a very good game because Medicham did a lot to his team, so I shouldn't have done that. That was a bad misplay. I Volt Switch, and now I'm predicting he's going to go into the Flygon, thinking I'm Scarf. And as I go into my Blastoise here, my Blastoise does have Ice Beam, but he does go into his Venusaur, which sucks. So now I'm just getting absolutely bodied at this point. He Giga Drains my Rotom, and I know that's a Life Orb variant from that damage. Now I go for the Volt Switch on the Flygon, so he is just absolutely destroying me. I can't really do much about it. I'm just trying to get through this. I'm trying to find a good way to get up my Stealth Rocks too. It's kind of hard though, because of this thing. I try to make a play there and go on, or come in on the Toxic, but he's just absolutely destroying me. Crits U-turn, that sucks for me. That definitely mattered. And my Houndoom goes down. So my biggest two offensive threats are down, and I barely have. All I have is like damage on the Blastoise. So I get the Glare here, which is nice, and I get up my Stealth Rocks on his Parahax. Finally, something went my way. I go out into my Amoonguss on the predicted Moonblast. As I do, I catch it right. So now, I didn't think he would want to stay in here, as he just stays into Diamond Storm. That's cool too. You see this Amoonguss almost 1v1s his entire team. Amoonguss is a very good Pokemon for that reason. As he brings in Meloetta, and I know I cannot take a Psychic, so I just have to almost keep sacking things off to this Meloetta. This Meloetta was a problem to this team once my two offensive Mons went down, because everything else would just die by a Psychic. So he does switch out into this. I don't know why. Maybe just to stunt on me because I already had him paralyzed. But I just sack this thing because I don't need it. And his Diancie's sitting pretty nicely here. I go straight for the Leaf Storm, I believe. No, I go for the Volt Switch. Yeah, I go for the Volt Switch on the Venusaur because I knew that thing was coming out. Go into my Amoonguss here, and I know my Amoonguss can 1v1 him because of my leftovers, and he has Life Orb, and I have access to Regenerator. So I know I can 1v1 him here. He wanted to stall me out a little bit here. That's cool too. I have Synthesis. I can regenerate too. So I know my Amoonguss can beat this Venusaur one-on-one. So you guys will see later on in the battle what happens. I think he eventually switches out here. But I'm just spamming Sludge Bombs to waste his Synthesis. So that's my play right there. He does switch out into his Diancie here. Good play on his part. He really doesn't need to though. He does. Was he double into his Meloetta on the Giga Drain? Yeah. So another good play. But honestly, I have nothing to answer this thing. So I have to sack my Rotom here. I can't sack my Blastoise because it would die in 2 turns anyway. I go into my Blastoise here and I have to click Scald, and I have to burn him to have kill or crit him, and then he would die. So I do get the burn, pretty cool for us. The Meloetta does go down. I am still way too far in the back. You guys will see. Look right now, he's got 5 Pokemon left, and watch how this game ends. So turn 30, he goes ahead and Earthquakes me. I Spore him, and I'm at about halfway. So I put his Flygon to sleep, which is pretty nice, and now I'm just going to Giga Drain for some HP back. And I know these things get knockoff, and knocking off my Black Sludge is a big problem because I lose a part of my recovery. But as you guys can see, Amoonguss doesn't even care. He's just fighting through it. I synthesize up here because I pretty much have to. He does bulk up here. I thought he would go for something like a Drain Punch to give him back a little bit of HP to live the next Giga Drain, but he goes for the knockoff, which is a misplay on his part, I believe. Get some HP back on my Amoonguss, and down goes his Girder. Goes out into his Diancie here, and you guys will see I'm just going to spam Giga Drain, hopefully get some Parahacks. Even if he did hit me with a couple Diamond Storms, I still think I would have beat this thing one-on-one. But he does get double Parahacked. Unfortunate for him, very fortunate for us. I'm just going to Sludge Bomb there just in case he wanted to switch out into something that would eat it, like Venusaur. So he does get into his Blastoise here, and he protects. I don't know if he's trying to PP stall me, but it's not working. So I just go ahead and Giga Drain. He doesn't get a burn there. A burn there would probably won him the game for sure. That would have just pretty much given me the loss right there. So now here's the part where the stalling comes in, and as you can see, I'm almost bringing this back with a Mungus single-handedly. He's just going to keep spamming Synthesis, and I'm just going to keep spamming Sludge Bomb. It's just PP stall, and then he reveals the Hidden Power Fire, and I was like, okay, this is going to be much harder. Definitely have to synthesize up there. He's just going to keep spamming Hidden Power Fire. I know the Life Orb is taking a toll on him as well, and I know he has to synthesize here, so I Sludge Bomb again. So pretty cool for us. He's just going to keep spamming it. I do it myself. I'm trying not to waste all my Sludge Bombs as he goes out into his his Flygon here. Get another Sludge Bomb off on him, and at this point, I don't really know what I'm at. I'm under 10 Sludge Bombs for sure. I Giga Drain because I have more Giga Drains than I do Sludge Bombs. Now he just goes for the Sludge Bomb again. I go for the Spore. Maybe that was a bad play, just in case. I was just kind of like, I didn't know if he wanted to play the PP stall game. That was why I clicked Spore right there. I don't really think it mattered that much, honestly, because and in the end, you guys will see what happens. I synthesized on up because I knew he was going to as well. This Life Orb has helped me out a lot, just because it's just residual damage on him that I can't really do myself. So I'm just going to keep synthesizing up here, and I know he's got, I think I have one more synthesis. I have 1 or 2 more synthesises whenever I use that one. And he's just going to Sludge Bomb me. He does get the crit, which kind of sucks, but I finish him off with a Sludge Bomb, and now his Flygon comes in. And the only way I can win here is a double turn of Sleep, and I have to 2-hit KO him with the Giga Drain. So, or I have to get a crit here. So he does eventually just wake up and kills me with Outrage. So Mungus goes down, and that's game 2. Nothing I can do about that. I almost brought it back, that's why I said that. And we'll go on to game 3. So game 3, I brought my original team. I'll go back to normal because it's not as long as a game. Yeah, so I brought my original team, and he brought something that's very close to his original team. Maybe it is his original team. No, there's no Roselia or anything. So pretty close though. Does have the Spirit Tomb, so I'll go ahead and click play. I lead my Steelix, trying to get up Stealth Rocks turn 1, but he leads his Flygon, so very good for me. I can get up my Stealth Rocks, and he U-turns. I didn't think he would be Choice Scarf, but in the end, we will find out that he is Choice Scarf. Bring out my Stealth Rocks here, and I know he's just going to click Scald. So, well, did I predict the double? What did I do here? Yeah, I doubled out too into my Meloetta, so that's pretty cool. Trying to get the Venusaur. And I know I went for Dazzling Gleam just because I thought he's going to bring out the Spirit Tomb. My Meloetta can't touch the Spirit Tomb. I am Choice Specs, by the way, so I'm locked into that. I definitely want to switch out into my Steelix on these Stealth Rocks here. His better play would have been going into the Spirit Tomb. I should have just clicked Psychic and then doubled after that. So now he brings in this thing, and I'm just going to click Earthquake, get off a nice amount of damage on him. And I thought he's just going to go for the Circle Throw again, but he goes, well, hang on, what did I do here? Oh no, I go into my Meloetta, and then he goes for the Circle Throw, I think. Yeah, because he knows I shouldn't be wanting to take a Toxic. I bring out my Steelix here, and just go for the Earthquake, predicting the Circle Throw to come here. Luckily, he does not burn us on the Scald. And now I know 100% he's going to go for the Circle Throw next turn because he's going to predict or he thinks I'm going to predict the Scald. So I go into the Steelix here, and I'm able to stay in and do a very good amount of damage to him. This thing does come out, not the best matchup, but not the worst. I just don't want to catch a Scald. He does go out into his Spirit Tomb. I predict that and go for the knockoff. Pretty cool for us. It is then another Black Glasses set. Now I know this thing has Infiltrator, and he knows I'm the subset, so I just go ahead and switch out into my Steelix. He misses the Will-O-Wisp, not too big of a deal because he has next turn to hit it too. I didn't think I really need this Steelix. I went for it just to do some nice damage to it as well, bring it down to a good amount of HP. As you guys can see, there's a certain play here. I did go for Roar there, that's not the play I'm talking about, but it brings out his Flygon. So I go down here, and now I go on to my Blastoise, and this is the play that would have won me the game or lost me the game. So I'm going to click pause right here, and so what I'm thinking is his team definitely lives. Okay, so Stealth Rocks aren't that big of a deal for his team, and I'm thinking that. So I was like, he's probably just gonna click U-turn and get on out of here. Maybe go out into his Poliwrath trying to get that Water Absorb, or go out into his Venusaur trying to eat one, like a Scald. So, or on my rapid spin. So I was thinking 100% that there's no way he's going for defog. He wants to keep the rocks up on my side because I have the Fletchender. I know he knows my Steelix is down now, so maybe that was his thought process there. I do have Ice Beam on the Blastoise, so I clicked Rapid Spin here instead of Ice Beam because I thought he would go for the just U-turn or Earthquake or anything but defog. So I'll just click resume here as he goes for the defog, and I go for the rapid spin. So obviously rapid spin's not going to do anything. If I would have went for the ice beam, I probably would have, I would have won the game in the end for sure. So really sucks for us. You guys will see how it plays out here. I go for the Scald. Didn't think he would actually be go hard into it. I thought he would at least U-turn into it. Well, he's Scarfed. I should have known by there he's Scarfed too. But that's okay. I go for the Toxic on the Poliwrath. Really sucks for us. If I would have gotten that Ice Beam off, I would have totally won this game. Now Meloetta comes in, which is nice for us. I thought he was going to bring out the Spiritomb once again as I go for the Dazzling Gleam. So he's just not going to let that Spiritomb die. So he brings out the Diancie, trying to get up his Stealth Rock. So I'm going to go right back into my Blastoise because obviously I'm a Rapid Spinner. I think I predict... What do I do here? I think I Ice Beam, predicting the Venusaur here. No, I just go for the Rapid Spin. Yeah, get the rocks away. Pretty cool for us. And now I think I play around with the Venusaur. Yeah. I predict the Sludge Bomb, trying to catch my Fletchender. Don't get the poison, which is nice, and I go straight for the Ice Beam and do a decent amount to him. Really cool for us. I'm going to go right out into my Fletchender now because there's no way he's going for the Sludge Bomb again. He's going for the Giga Drain, but he has Leaf Storm, so it does more than I really wanted it to. So now he brings out the... What does he go out into? Yeah, he brings out the Diancie here. I predict that. Oh, no, I don't. What do I do? Yeah, I guess I predict that. Yeah, I predict that and go out into the Rotom. I thought... Yeah, I think I just finished this thing off. Or maybe I Volt. No. I Leaf Stormed, yeah, and I killed the Poliwrath, which is cool. Brings down my special attack, which is bad because now he can bring out the Venusaur and click Synthesis and bring it back up to a high amount of HP, and I thought that's what he was going to do. So he does finally do that. And now I think I click the Psychic on the Diancie. I'm almost positive. Yeah, I click Psychic finally, and I know 100% he's going to double out into his Spiritomb because obviously Psychic doesn't affect Dark. So I got into my Blastoise here predicting that, which is cool for us, and I honestly think, what do I go for, the Ice Beam here? I think I go Ice Beam predicting Venusaur. So the Venusaur does come in. Yeah, I catch it with an Ice Beam, which is cool. No Freeze. If I would have got the Freeze, I guess I would have won too, but I'm not going to pray for Freeze. It's 10%. Plus, that's just really slimy. So I bring out my Rotom predicting that he would really go for the Leaf Storm there. I didn't think he would... I thought he would value his Venusaur much more than that. I could have lived and killed him with an Ice Beam. So he did get that right and killed my Rotom, which really sucks. That, I guess, could have been my win con as well. So I go for the Will-O-Wisp predicting the Stealth Rock to come in here, and now his Diamond Storms aren't going to be doing anything. I mean, they would still kill my Fletchender, but now they're not going to be hurting things like my Blastoise. So I bring in my Blastoise and on his Diamond Storm, and that's doing 11%. So pretty cool for us. I'm not taking a lot of damage on the switch in. Now I can freely go for Rapid Spin here. No, I predicted it can go for the Scald. I thought he would stay in and just click Stealth Rock. So yeah, so I'm able to knock out that, which is really nice. And now I know I can kill the Meloetta with, or I know the Meloetta can't kill me, so I go for the Rapid Spin here. I have to because the Fletchender is below 50%. So now I had to click Toxic here just to wear him down a little bit. He doesn't get the Spit F drop, doesn't really matter. So I'm able to get the Toxic off on the Meloetta. I don't really know what set this is because it doesn't show Leftovers, it doesn't show Life Orb, and he's not Specs, or he's choiced in anything. So I don't really know, but he's +1 on both sides. And he goes for the Focus Blast, predicting I don't know what. If he would have missed that, that would have been a really big problem for him. But luckily for him, he does hit the Focus Blast. I'm able to win the Speed tie next turn. I have max speed, he's max speed, and he finishes me off with a Dazzling Gleam. So the Toxic is going to bring him down. And at this point, I only had one play, and I had to bring out my my Gallade here, and I went straight for the knockoff, but I should have bulked up here. I guess it doesn't really matter, honestly, because, yeah, I guess it does matter, honestly, because if I would have bulked up that turn and then finished him off with a knockoff, I'm pretty sure I would have won the game there too. So it really sucks because he just foul plays me here. I was predicting something like the Sucker Punch to come in. I honestly didn't really think he'd actually have foul play or go for it in any case. So now this Flygon wins because he's Scarfed and because he has Outrage. If he clicked Earthquake. Honestly, I won, or obviously I won. But he has Outrage, and he's going to win the game because I'd have to crit. I have to high roll crit with this thing, and there's no way. So he's able to finish me off with a nice Outrage, and we are knocked out of the RU Spring Season Tournament. Really sucks because I have chances to win these games. They're always so close, and I just feel like they never go our way. It's 50-50s at the end. I can't really do anything about it. I'm playing to the best of my ability. Especially game 1. I guess game 2 probably wasn't the best of my ability. I really got bodied game 2. But as you guys can see, I've almost brought it back, and I try to give it to you guys. So we will not be moving on. We are knocked out in round 5. Honestly, not bad for my first round of Smogon tournaments. So pretty cool. I've never been in a tournament before, so making it to round 5 is also pretty cool. And I'm not very familiar with the RU tier, but now I am kind of after this tournament, so that's also just a plus. I will join some more tournaments. I'll keep you guys posted, and I don't know if I go into the losers bracket. I probably do. Who knows? Maybe I can win the losers bracket. We will see, and I will keep you guys posted. Like I said, follow me on Twitter for any updates, and I think that'll be the video, guys, and thanks for watching.